Good morning, everybody. So we raise a lot of animals, and I get asked often, how do you feed them? You say you don't buy a lot of feed and you don't do this. So today I'm going to show you kind of what my secret is. And if you have a small homestead like we do, this is a tool you must own. And you're not going to like it when I show it to you because it's nothing but work. But here it is. That tool right there saves me more money and does more good on my farm than anything else. And that is a push mower with a bagger. Now I take that bagger and I knock over our paddocks. I go behind the sheep sometimes and I mow real low, try to get some of the parasites that they leave down behind them. And then I mow it. It'll help grow things back up, and then by the time they get back in there, it's fresh. Hopefully I've gotten rid of some of the parasites. Now the research I've done shows the parasites from sheep don't really affect other animals. So I go and I take and I feed some of my other animals those clippings. Now in these paddocks I have planted clover, I have planted alfalfa, I have planted vetch, lots of high protein plants. And in them plants, they grow and they mix out through the weeds. Now I don't have very many sheep yet, so you can see it's gotten grown up. Like, they do not keep it ate down. We need more sheep, and we're getting there, but for the meantime they don't eat it down. So me doing this, coming out and mowing and knocking down clippings, it really helps feed my animals. And you can see I just dumped some. My pigs are out here digging through it. They absolutely love it. It works as a food source, great for pigs. Not only the pigs, my chickens, my guineas, my quail, the turkeys, even our sheep will eat it. When we had rabbits, that's how I got into this, is I planted one patch in just alfalfa, and I would mow them alfalfa clippings down and I'd feed them to the rabbits. That's how we fed our rabbits, and it did great for them, and it keeps you from having to buy feed. Now if you're not home, of course you're gonna have to buy feed because nobody else is gonna come do this for you while they're taking care of your animals. But if you're doing like I am and you're out here working every day on your homestead, that tool right there will save you more money than any other tool there is, because you can get out there and half of my feed is literally grass clippings. In the summertime I feed nothing but grass clippings for my first meal of the day of the animals, and then in the afternoon I'll come out and I'll feed them again, and that's when I'll feed them some grains. Now my birds, they all need grains and stuff to digest their food from what I understand, but my pigs, they pretty much eat grass clippings and then table scraps and food scraps like that. And then if we don't have enough of that going on, we will throw them other stuff. But this time of the year, our garden scraps, the stuff out of the garden that doesn't do good, the weeds that we cut down in the garden, and our grass clippings, they feed our pigs. And we've been doing this for years, and our pigs get big and fat, and it's some of the best tasting meat you've ever had. So if you don't have a push mower and you have a small scale operation like I do, it will save you tons of food. Not only that, we make a lot of compost. So when I'm mowing and doing all this and that, I mow every day a patch. I knock some of the weeds down, rotate behind my sheep, I feed my animals, and then I always add at least 2 or 3 bags to each of my compost bins of fresh grass clippings every day. It keeps the moisture in there, it keeps the pile hot, and then I throw all my paper products, all my cardboard products, and everything that we can compost. If it's not something we're feeding to the animals and we can compost it, I put it in the compost. I don't break my cardboard down. It does it over time and it works just fine for me. So that's what we've done. So this thing here, it produces a major amount of compost that we can throw back, making our dirt better and feeding all of our animals, and it saves us a ton of money doing that. So by doing that, we're making our animals food natural and organic, we're adding organic materials into our stuff, and we're making our place look better, and we're doing it in-house. The only thing we're out is buying some gasoline. So great tool, great thing to have. It would be something I would recommend any homestead to have. And I know it sounds crazy and it's a lot of work, but it saves a ton of money, and every dollar saved is a dollar earned when you're trying to do homesteading. I hope this tip helps. As always, guys, check out our website, I'veGotBugs.com. It's got links to all of our other stuff. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing, and we will see you guys in the next video.